Well, welcome back to another episode. We are working on a village simulator game. The last episode, I was talking about how we're redoing the AI so that the AI really doesn't do anything, but we're going to manage it all through a task manager that jobs will be created, and then the jobs will find a villager to work on it. So yeah, let me go to where we kind of left off. We were looping through our map sections trying to find a agent. We're then finding a target agent, and then we need to assign the task to the agent. So we're going to say task dot, whoops, what did I name it up here? Find current task. Okay, so we got current task. Current task is equal to actually current task dot AI agent is going to equal to the AI target. Okay, and then we're going to say map. We're going to say AI target dot AI actions dot why don't I have access to more things? Map section, which is a game object. We also have the ID. Do I really need this then? Basically want to do map manager dot instance dot map all map sections target. We want to remove it from our dot idle list. Get component map section. You know what? It should be the current map section dot idle agents dot remove. We want to remove the current task, not current task, current target agent. All right. Now we might want to, in our map section, maybe that doesn't matter. Let's just leave this for now. Just remove from the idle section. So back to our task manager. Now I was thinking what I'm going to do probably is get like one action set up, but then not go through all the actions with you guys again, because that'll be just a lot of videos of me just kind of fixing things and changing things. So I think I'm going to do all the other actions off camera. I'm going to do this one kind of setup and see how it works so that you guys can see it, and then I'll just fix all the other actions. So at this point we have our task, and we want to do, can we do this AI agent, maybe under, maybe we'll do another void set up action plan. And what this will do is take a task and take an agent. hold on. Trying to think. AI agent. All right. So I wish there was a way not to loop through things. I'm not sure how else I could do this though. Okay, just kind of thinking, well, let's just do it for now, and if it slows things down, well, basically what I want to do is for I is to the length of our, okay, hold on, let's just think. AI task dot action plans, just do 0 for now, and we'll say actions dot count, and we're going to say if, so then we got loop through each of the actions, and for I is AI agents dot act AI actions dot count. Could probably do a for each for this. Let's do that. See if that's better. For each AI action and AI agent. Sorry, AI action and AI agent dot AI actions. Let's say if AI action dot name is equal to the equal to task dot action plans 0 dot AI actions I. So we loop through all of our actions. We loop through the actions of what the task would have. And so now we want to add the action to the AI plan. So we're going to say AI action or AI agent. Let's AI agent dot plan dot enqueue. We want to enqueue this right here. Alright, so that does that. I do need to do a few more things. If this cannot find a target, else, how do I make this go to the bottom of the stack? Agent task, or call these user task. User task dot I know what DQ does. What is it? Pop? Let me just see. NQ just adds it. Doesn't really say what that does. Well, I'll figure that out later. It's not major right now. So this sets up the action plan. So now that we got this action plan, we can we could say like just if agent plan count. Is there a count? Count is greater than 0. Then we can I don't know if that will really matter. I don't think that will matter. So let's just leave it like that. Alright, so what do we need to do after we get that? We need to really set the targets. Alright, I am going to just put a quick pause in the video. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, this is not what it should do. So this is a lot of like reworking of what was already in place. Alright, we have a target, don't we? Wow, this does get a little complicated. I gotta really think about how to do this. Let me go to the task, the base task. So resource. Just has a location. It changes to a game object. This might be a list. thoughts here. So here's what I'm thinking. When you click on a tree, it creates a task. It's going to set an action. It's going to set a location for that action. But let's say there was a resource on the ground. That becomes a user task, even though the user doesn't click, haul, or pick that up, and it's really kind of like an AI agent task. I think the agent task will be more for sleeping and eating and things like that, whereas the picking things up off the ground is more of from the user, but it's not. I was kind of basically the agent doesn't make that task for themselves. That's something that the world is creating, and so the resource action or task, the resource or picking something up task, has the actions of going to the resource and then going to a storehouse. So I think the action should no longer search for targets, but the task itself will figure it out. I think that's what I want to do. So we might have another public virtual void set targets. Okay, so then in our gather, public override void, yeah, set targets. All right. Okay, so this is only going to be for the gather task. What does the gather task need to set? So again, everything's kind of like, you know, I already know what actions this task is going to be. It's going to just be one action. So we need to set the target for set the set the gather target shoot, when does this happen and how does this happen? See, each one's going to be a little bit different. I wanted to when you click on the tree, it automatically sets the target. How can I do that in here though? Maybe we have something called set targets public set target, and we send it a game object. Maybe we should just put it in the base class as well. And this takes a single game object. Alright, so then in our gather task set the target, we're going to say, we're going to do override. And we want to say target what did I name it? Action locations. I want to say action targets. So here we're going to say action targets dot add game object. Yeah, let's call this target. So basically what will happen is when I click on this, it's going to set this as the target. Let me do that right now. So under our managers, or click, let me find out where I do that. So the gather click right here. So this is changing the world state. We're not going to do that anymore. We are going to create a task. So maybe in here we'll have a public void create task. We might need a type, or call it task type. All right. A list of game object targets. I don't know. All right, let's say maybe we just do it all inside the click manager, click detector. We just do it here. We're going to say gather task. It might be a little bit easier doing this way. Gather task. Gather task. Let's go to new gather task. And then we want to say gather task dot, come on, dot set target, and gather object, game object. Okay, and then we want to say gather, let's say task manager dot instance dot user dot user task dot enqueue gather task. All right, so this is saying that target. All right. So now what? So all right, this gets a little complicated. Set the target for the action, and so we're going to say AI action dot target object is equal to this task. Okay, let's go back to our task, and we're going to not do this here. We're going to go to our action plan. Put it here. Okay. Then we're going to say action plan 0. All right, and then we go to task manager. So this is going to be dot I. So let's just kind of run through this. All right, we're looping through all of our action plans. Actually, we're looping through all the actions in the first. Now this is only for, this is going to be for all of them. Right now we're just picking the first one. Okay, we're not determining which one we should look at. We'll write code for that later. But right now we're just looking at the very first one. We're going to loop through all the actions in that action plan. If this action's name is this action plan, we want to set that target, this action's target, to the first target, the target that is currently at the I position. Now, darn it. No, that's right. Yeah, that is right. This is because this is the first, this is looping through all the actions in the plan, or the strings. This is finding the action that equals it, and then this is setting that first action's target to whatever we set that to, which is going to be set to when we click on the click detector. Alright, it seems kind of complicated maybe, but I think that's what we have to do. So now, this is already setting the target. So now, see, before we were looping through all of our things to find that target. Now, as soon as I click, it's going to create something. Now, I'm going to have to do something for unclicking a task, but we're just going to focus on this for now. Whoops, I mean right here. So I think for now we're not going to do the unselecting. Let's just do that. Alright, so essentially what we've done here is we need to do a public void update. Hold on. We need these two things. Let me go to my task manager. And get rid of the save data. Public void update. Now update sim. So when we update the sim here, we want to find agent for task. All right. How do we determine when an agent is idle? So we're not like constantly. Here, we'll do this. We'll just go to the AI agent for now. And in the idle, so if we're idle, add us to the idle list, RMAC section idle list. So if map section dot idle agents dot contains this, and if it does not contain it, we're going to add us to it. Copy this. All right, save this. Let me just see what error we have here. Oh, yeah. We're not even using that village controller anymore. Alright. We're going to clear all that stuff. Let's just push play. See what happens. Let's pause it. So we want to say if user task.count is less than 0, return. Less than 1, right? All right. Probably here we got to do a new queue. And let's do that here. Now I'm predicting nothing's going to happen, but we're just going to see. Okay, let me click gather, click here. All right, let me pause it. All right, let's go to our action plan. We need to say new. Keep forgetting these things. So when I found out that it was stuttering like that, you know, I got a little disappointed. I was like, oh my gosh, this just isn't going to work. You know, what am I doing on my way over? Is this too challenging? Can I really do that? All right, I'm clicking. I'm not getting any errors, so I don't really know if it's doing anything. You know, am I going to be able to do this at all? It's like I can't quit now, but I don't want to keep wasting my time. But you know, when I started thinking like, well, how can I do it differently? I started looking at how other games might do it and trying to figure it out. I was like, okay, this could work. This might work better. And so, you know, it's kind of exciting again. You know, it's like, hey, I'm going to try to see if I can figure it out this way. Now, I don't want to keep doing this over and over again. I want this to be like set in stone, so I don't keep wasting my time. But I am kind of excited about trying to see if I can get this to work and manage it correctly. All right, so what seems to be the problem? Let's go to our task manager and actually let's do this. Let's play it and see if we are actually idling our, let's go to like map section 0. We have 102 idle agents. So we got idle agents. So that is working. Let's put in a quick debug. .log. I'm going to say target agent, and let's give it the target agent dot agent name. Let's see if we're at least getting to this point. We are. Okay. So we want to when am I setting up the action plan? I'm not. So when we find a target, we want to say set up action plan, the current task, comma, target agent. Let's do that, and then we want to user task dot DQ right. Doesn't that take the top one off? Does it? I totally forget. Let's just see. So we get rid of that user task. We don't have it anymore. Click gather. All right, good. So we are getting our target agent, agent 0, and it's not doing anything else. So now what? We go to the AI agent. We are going to delete all of this. Okay. And delete this. And maybe we get rid of the pre-planning. If plan count is greater than 0, pre-plan, well, hold on. Go to definition. Or let's just get rid of that for now, because we might not need to pre-plan anything, because I think our task will do all the pre-planning. So let's just get rid of that. Let's go to definition. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Okie dokie. Delete that. You don't need it. So we're not going to use goals anymore, so click gather. Let's just click here and see what happens. Alright, nothing's happening. So let's figure out why. Go to the task manager. We are getting this, we're doing this. Current task is to target current task dot agent, target agent. Does this even matter anymore? Or set up action plan, okay. Alright, we have to say target action. Here, let's do it after this. Target agent. Hold on. Go to here. Debug log adding action plus AI action dot name. Alright, so we're not getting to that point. Let me see, adding action. This is looking through, is checking to see if this, let's go to our gather task. Set actions, action plan 0. .ai action, add, gather resource. Is that the name of the action? Just make sure. Gather resource. Yeah. Let's go to our task manager. And let's get the name of this. Debug.log. And really I should probably put it out here so we see it once. Alright, let me save that. So that's working. For each AI action, we're going to do a debug.log. Let's see if this is the actual name. Ooh, look at that. The name of it is called Actions. What the heck? So let's see action name. Okay. So the put a little space then. Again, all this should do right now is just walk and cut it down. All right. Gather resource, gather resource. If action name, oh, I got to change this to action name. All right, let's save it. Let's check this out. I know exciting stuff here, but let's see what happens. We got it. There we go. It still does all the same things. Now let's just click a bunch of stuff and look how smooth that is. Let's see our stats. 200 frames per second. Let's speed things up. And this is with 500 agent or 100 agents. Well, let's crank it up. Let's go to the map manager. There's so much stuff we can now start deleting and getting rid of. Test map. Let's do 1,000. Let's see what this does. Let's play it. Let's see our stats. Ew. So something else is affecting it. We're at 20 FPS, but we're not getting, it's a consistent 20 FPS. We're not getting any, but it's obviously a problem because when I change the speed, nothing changes. Let's take it down to 500. So something else is just causing it to slow down. But we're not getting any kind of like hiccups. Alright, so at 500 we're getting that amount. If I click the speed, and the speed doesn't really change it much. So we just got other things that are causing it to go slow. But at least we don't have that stuttering anymore. So much we're going to be changing here. I mean, essentially we'll be all doing the same thing. That's not going to change. It just how it's being done is changed. And so if anything, if you learn anything from this, there's more than one way to do something to achieve kind of the same goals, but some might be more efficient than others. It could be that this is going to take in longer because of you know, I don't know, maybe because of our one thing. Watch. If I click here, it should have an agent from here. Let me pause it for a sec. See, all of them are still here. We have 10 here, though. Oh, you know what? When I in my click detector, when I create the task, I don't set the map section. Right here. Okay. Gather task dot map section ID is equal to our gather object. Do we have a map section? Map section dot map section ID. So that should set it. Let's just see if that kind of changes. So if I gather here, he'll go. After he does it, I'm going to click here. Alright, we're just waiting for him to chop this tree down. Come on. Alright, I'm going to click here. Yep, it finds the closest one. I'm going to wait for, hopefully he gets done. I'm going to click here and then he should be the one that goes. Come on. Let me just click. Oh no, they're going to come. I'll click here. So he's coming because he's the closest one to it. If I click here, that guy goes. Alright, so that seems to be working. If I click here, he goes. but our map sections are not removing our idle workers. We need to, when I start moving in our AI agent, right here we're going to say map section, which is a game object, get component, map section dot idle agents dot remove. We're going to remove ourselves, remove this. Oh, just updating. All right, let me go back here. Click way over here. Actually, let me pause it and just click on the map section. Idle workers is still 502. Doesn't make sense. They should be taken off. See map section 1. Map section 0. Map section dot get component that dot idle agents dot remove this. It's a list of agents. We're only adding when we're idle. Alright, well, I'll just fix this off camera, but you see now that we have a better state of the game. There's obviously, if we want to get like 500 agents, there's some other tweaks we need to do, and I don't believe it's because of our plan. Or is it? No. It's not from our plan. And here's why. If I do, let me go back to the map manager, and I change this to 1,000. Okay. I push play. Before I even create a plan, the FPS is at 20. Before I even create a plan. So that's just something I will. So it's not with the agent per se. It could be with the stat controller. Maybe it's doing too many things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's Unity, something with having 1,000 units on the screen, with 1,000, just different things. Maybe it's happening, or maybe it's somewhere else. I just don't know where. But yeah, that is a step in the right direction, though. So I'll keep working at it. Again, thanks for watching. I'm glad you're here and you're watching these shows and leaving comments. I will talk to you next time. Bye.